Hey guys, what's up? It's time to do a speed test comparison between the Infinix Note 30 versus the Vivo Y22, and this phone is powered by MediaTek Helio G85 SoC with a 4GB of RAM. Yes, we have 4GB of RAM in this price range, while on the Infinix Note 30 we have a powerful MediaTek Helio G99 SoC with 8GB of RAM. So on the back we have a dual cameras on both phones, and Infinix has a 64 megapixel f1.7 aperture main camera, while the Vivo has a 50 megapixel main camera on the back. We also have a 2 megapixel macro versus a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and the back of the Infinix is made up of glass, while on the Vivo we have a plastic back, and the frames on both phones is made up of plastic. We have a fingerprint scanner inside the power button. So on the bottom we have our USB-C with headphone jack, and Infinix Note 30 also has a stereo speakers, while on the Vivo we only have a single speaker. So I am very excited to see that how is the powerful Infinix Note 30 is gonna perform against the Vivo Y22. And right from the start, I don't recommend the Vivo Y22 because in this phone we don't have any special or any that I would say which you don't find on the Infinix Note 30. But still, if you want a Vivo phone in this price range, this is the phone you will get from Vivo. Also we have IP53 water and dust resistance which you don't find on the Vivo. So now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Logos came up first on the Infinix, and both phones is running on latest Android 13 XOS version 13 versus the FunTouch OS 13. Let's see which one will be faster. So the Infinix Note 30 is faster when it comes to booting up, which is expected. Vivo is taking a lot of time, and now the Vivo it is also done. So you can see we have 4 or 5 second difference between these devices when it comes to booting up. And guys, now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. Infinix has a 6.7 inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD display with a 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have a center punch hole on the top, as you can see, while on the another hand Vivo Y22 has a 6.5 inch 720p plus IPS LCD display with 60Hz refresh rate. Also we have a water drop notch, as you can see, and the display it is completely trash against the Infinix Note 30. Also the IPS LCD on the Vivo it is not looks really nice as compared to the Infinix, which produce really good colors. So everything's close up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Phone dialer much faster on the Infinix. And now let's open settings, faster on the Infinix. And now let's go to the display. So we have 120Hz refresh rate on the Infinix versus a 60Hz on the Vivo Y22. And now let's open Amazon shopping, some third-party stuff. Infinix Note 30 much faster. Let's see the scrolling wise we have huge difference. 120Hz is makes everything much smoother. And now let's open this, little faster on the Note 30. Now check out some games application. Now let's see Candy Crush Saga, MediaTek Helio G99, Helio G85. Note 30 is faster there, as you can see. Instagram faster on the Note 30. Huge difference in the Instagram, as you can see. Let's see pin out. Faster on the Infinix Note 30. So you can see the performance it is miles faster on the Note 30. Snapchat faster on the Note 30. Spotify slightly faster on the Infinix. Now let's see Subway Surfer, and both phones is comes almost in the same price tag here in Pakistan. So Note 30 is 4 second difference I would say. So let me show the speakers on both phones. First on the Note 30, which has a dual speakers. And here is the Vivo with a single speaker. Yes, and speakers it is more louder on the Vivo Y22. And now let's see big game which is called as PUBG Mobile. Let's see in that game how much difference between the Infinix Note 30 versus the Vivo Y22. So Infinix Note 30 is done, as you can see, and Vivo, now it is also done. So you can see again we have 4 or 5 second difference. Also in that game we have smooth graphics with ultra frame rate on both phones, but the ultra frame rate is more stable, responsive on the Infinix Note 30. First, because of the MediaTek Helio G99. Second, because of the 120Hz refresh rate display. And now let's open X, and that one it is faster on the Note 30. And last one, launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application, slightly faster on the Infinix Note 30, and the cam performance it is also more better on the Infinix Note 30. So now let's look at the front facing camera, and the front facing camera it is also more sharper on the Infinix Note 30. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am using Chrome on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network, so Wikipedia.org, slightly faster on the Infinix. Let's see the scrolling, that is feels much smoother on the Infinix Note 30. So now let's open this English, slightly faster again. Scrolling feels smoother as well as more stable on the Infinix Note 30. And now let's open apple.com. Apple.com faster. Once again on the Infinix Note 30, Vivo is taking a lot of time despite having a same Wi-Fi network. Scrolling feels buttery smooth on the Infinix Note 30, while on the Vivo we see a hiccup in the start. So now let's see RAM management on both phones. I know this is not a fair comparison to compare the 8GB of RAM Infinix Note 30 against the 4GB of RAM Vivo Y22, but in this price range we are getting 8GB of RAM from Infinix versus a 4GB of RAM from Vivo here in Pakistan. So this is the right comparison in my opinion. Phone dialer, that it seems like refresh. Settings still there. Amazon shopping and refresh on both phones. Candy Crush Saga, refresh. So 8GB of RAM on the Infinix does not perform really well. Instagram, that is refresh. Pinout, refresh. Snapchat, refresh. So RAM management it is not that great on both phones, even on the Note 30. Spotify, that is still there. Subway Surfer, and that is only refresh on the Vivo. PUBG Mobile, refresh on the Vivo Y22. And now let's open X, that is seems like in-app refresh. And last we're back to the internet browser, that is also refresh on the Vivo Y22. So guys, overall to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that Infinix Note 30 overall is perform faster in every single application than the Vivo Y22, which is obvious because we have a powerful MediaTek Helio G99 versus a G85 and a 4GB of RAM. So in terms of the RAM wise, in that area in both phones is performed really bad in the RAM management. I hope the RAM management will improve with some software updates on the Infinix Note 30, but as of now I don't see any advantage in the RAM management on the Infinix Note 30. So now let's talk about the battery sizes, and both phones has a 5000 mAh battery size. Infinix has a 45 watt fast charging, while the Vivo has a 18 watt fast charging in this price range. So again, if you need a value phone for money in this price range, Infinix Note 30 and the Redmi Note 12 are the best options in this price range. So follow me on Instagram as well as on X. So I will see you in my next video. Peace out.